What's up, guys? This is Sunshine Sun, David, whatever. Yours truly, and welcome to a ladder game by yours truly. This is going to be a ZvZ. Let's introduce our players. On the top left, we have Sunshine Sun, which is I, and on the bottom right, we have Giggly Goo. So ZvZ, as frustrating as it is my best matchup. As Zerg, I checked out my statistics. It's like 40% win rate ZvZ, and then like 35 Protoss and like 25 Terran. I do not know what to do against Terran when I'm Zerg. Fucking Widow Mines, tanks, Marines. It fucks my day up. I don't know what to do. The metagame for ZvZ is pretty straightforward, and I feel like that's what's giving me an edge in a lot of my games in these lower league games is the fact that I understand the metagame very well, and it's basically Mutalisks. You want to go for Mutalisks. There are very rare instances where you do want to rush Mutalisks because they do cost a lot of gas, and they're like a mid game unit. So if you can get a very early rush attack or something, then or if you're anticipating one, then you don't want to rush for what do you call those things? Mutas. And if you're behind a mutas, don't panic. Just turtle in your base and build like 1 or 2 spores. That's all you need because they fucking they nuke the fuck out of biological units, i.e. Mutalisks, and unfortunately overlords. Like I once had an overlord go past a base. Just get some scouting. No dice. I mean, it took like 2 hits or something. I don't know. It took like 3 hits, but these things fire like machine guns, man. There's fucking spores. They're dangerous. So anyway, if you're behind a Mutalisks, always go for just the defensive play. You don't wanna overextend because your army is gonna be fucking decimated in 1 second. Literally, just 1 second, it's gonna be gone, and you're gonna lose the game. So fortunately for me, this is a cross spawn, and I think this guy was random, actually. I don't quite remember. So I did go for the spawning pool first because, I don't know, if there's any sort of shenanigans, I mean, that's just no fun. I mean, it's just no fun. And, going spawning pool first isn't the biggest, baddest thing that can happen to you because you can't get out your queen earlier. In my case, later because I was supply blocked. And for some reason, this guy wanted to, I guess, have like a proxy second base. I don't know, because I was like, okay, I mean, I'm gonna scout you out, and unfortunately, I scouted these 2 sides, and of course, he wasn't there because he's down here. So I'm gonna be sending my overlords down because they are the closest. What I usually do is I pop a couple overlords here and I fly them all the way diagonally down here, which is not a good idea. I mean, you want to utilize the closest overlords that you can because they're just so slow. So I'm going to be able to this overlord is on a collusion pass with this so-called proxy base. So I'm going to be able to know exactly what he's doing, and he's just giving himself a lot of trouble by having a base here. I mean, he's going to have a lot of difficulty reinforcing back and forth over here, especially if his creep isn't on par. And even with creep, I mean, reinforcing this short distance is way easier than this, this long distance right here. So, yeah, I don't quite understand the logic behind this. I mean, he can psych me out. Like if I scout him, I'm gonna be like, oh shit, he doesn't have a second base. I think that was my mindset for a little bit. And I didn't overreact, but I did react in some way. And I guess he had that going for him. But it's not worth it. It's not worth it to have a base over here, for the entire duration. If you're Terran, you can like lift it off, and actually that's a terrible idea because you're losing so much mining time by the time this gets here. But it's just a bad idea to have the base down here. It just is. I mean, at this point. We're just droning up here. My droning up skills is terrible. Like, I never know when to drone up and when to, make units. It's something that I have to learn with experience, I guess. I mean, anything in this game is, you have to use experience to, it's kind of like a try and error kind of thing. So, I spot his hatchery right here. So I'm going to the high ground, just kind of chillax and see what he's up to. There's a lot of little critters right here. I wonder if I can kill this inspector. I doubt it, because he's not giving me his cry or whatever. Too much Pokemon. Anyway, let's look at our drone count. We have a tie drone count. That's actually interesting. So I'm going to be going for attack here. I see that he's not going to be able to reinforce easily. But the one mistake that I have is that I don't have speed up. Let's look at our production here. So I have speed on the way, but as you can see, his speed is already done. So I'm gonna be behind in that regard. So if he pops a lot of Zerglings, which he will, he's gonna be able to pretty much fuck me in the ass as he will right here. So I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna get a free free queen kill. I'm like, okay, time to escape. But then again, I can't escape. I'm forced to engage here, and of course he destroys me. So at this point, I'm a little afraid of a counterattack. So I'm gonna be getting out as much roaches as possible that I can produce at this point. He doesn't immediately go for a counterattack, as it seems. So he's definitely throwing away his advantage right here. So let's look at our resources lost. Not the end of the world, but again, ZvZ is like the most volatile matchup that you can think of, and that is a big difference around the 8-minute mark, at least for Silver League. So what's gonna happen? So let's look at our production tab. So I'm gonna be making a couple more. So right here, I have this choke pretty much locked down. So if he wants to do a run by, he's going to take a lot of damage. He has to go all the way around here and then through. And by that time, I feel like his army will have thinned out enough, unless he just gets a fuck ton of Zerglings. I mean, some people do that, and I just downright lose. And again, it's just you can just downright lose in so many different ways in ZvZ. And one of them is just a mass Zergling like surprise butt sex, and that's again dangerous, because if I went Banelings, then that would have meant that he would have got just surprise butt sex. So this matchup is very dangerous. So right now I'm kind of scared, and rightly so. He has let's see how many Zerglings he has. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 times 3, 24. 24. What is that? Shit, math. Husky was right. Can't do math. Well, anyways, it's a little late. Oh, so he does go for some Banelings here, which does delay the push, which is kind of bad, because my roaches are going to pretty much absorb all the Baneling shots, and they're not going to get to the spines, which is vulnerable to Banelings. And I don't have any Zerglings, so that delayed the push a great bit, which allows me to get out, way more reinforcements much quicker. So anyway, I don't know the exact number. I'm afraid to make a fool of myself, so I'm not going to count. But anyway, he has a lot of stuff here. And right here, we're about to engage in battle, and he's about to make a huge mistake here. And he does not retreat, which is not a good idea. It's not a good idea. And I'm not going to lie when I say that I was very nervous in this particular battle, because most of my stuff did die, except for my Mutalisks. So still sending reinforcements, knowing that well, he assumed that he was going to do well, and those reinforcements going to just supplement the attack. But of course, I thwarted his thwart. I need a glass of water, guys. Anyway, beggars can't be choosers. So I'm going to continue to cast. So he finally gets out of his third base. And at this point, I feel pretty lucky, or not lucky. I feel pretty safe, and I think I go for a third base. I'm not exactly sure. So, anywho, I'm going to be going for this undefended third base, if you will, which is actually his second base location. And yeah, he can't do shit. He doesn't really have any anti-air. Let's look at his units. He has 44 drones, so that's more than drones in need, which is good, because which is bad for me, because I don't know how to drone up. So yeah, that's a free kill for me. But he didn't have any drones up here, so it wasn't that much of a victory. And I'm kind of afraid of his other bases, because again, spores, they wreck your day if you're near the risks. So I'm gonna be just going for a couple overload kills, which is always good, and snowballs way out of control if I am able to get up any sort of advantage. So right here, he takes out 2 Mutalisks with his spore crawlers, and I am forced to retreat. Let's look at our units. He has 14 or 15. He has one more Mutalisk than me, and I do engage in a skirmish right here. I'll go for this delicious overlords, and he's going to be able to intercept me with this queen. A lot of damage on my Mutalisk. I do click on his Mutalisk right here, I do believe, and I see that I don't know if I did. Maybe it was in the second battle. Anyway, he's 0-0 and I am 0-0, and that made me feel a little bit better. But knowing that I was going to lose that battle, which it's just I gotta go in tryhard mode, I guess, because of the fact that now that he has more Mutalisks, he can continue to build up more Mutalisks, and it's just gonna snowball out of control. So I'm forced to retreat, and I get all my Overlords and pretty much GTFO because I am scared little boy. So I'm reluctant to get my third base up. So yes, I'm selecting this drone. Like, should I? I don't know, because he has a lot of Mutalisks. And if he denies his third base, then it's GG. It's GG. He immediately gets down his third base. I mean, it's not that big a deal that I don't have a third base because he doesn't have one. If he had one, then it would just completely get blown out of proportion. In terms of how right there. I build a spy right here. I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck am I doing? I meant to build a spore crawler. So I am forced to go to the defensive, but again, you don't need that many spores unless you have no units. Then you're fucked anyway. If you have any sort of anti-air, then a couple of spore crawlers should suffice. So if I finally get down my third base, it's not that much slower than his. Let's look at our drone count. So he built another proxy base, which is not a good idea when there's so many Mutalisks on the field. And 4260 drones, so his income is way ahead of mine. Well, then again, not much, because I think we're, I don't know, oversaturated, I guess? Not really. I mean, 15, 16, 32. Holy shit, where's all his drones? I guess transferring? He does have more drones than me, I think. No, I have way more drones than him. Okay. Never mind, false alarm. So, yeah, my income is going to be... It's going to be A-okay. So right now, let's look at our Mutalisk count here. We have 16 versus 16. But let's look at our upgrades. Okay, so I'm going to be A-okay at this point because my carapace is almost done. I mean, it's got 10 seconds, and he hasn't even started his yet. So yeah, it's going to play a huge part. And if you're doing Mutalisk versus Mutalisk battles, always get carapace because of the fact that each bounce from the Mutalisk Glaive Worm is going to be nullified by 1 armor. So it's going to take 8 damage, and then it's going to take 2 damage, and then it's going to take 0 damage, versus if you do a attack upgrade, I mean, you only get 1 extra damage out of your first one, and the second one you don't get any damage because it's 0.33, which is so you get like a 2 or 3 damage bonus with just 1 carapace over 1 flyer's attack. So always go for carapace. Again, I do go for more upgrades because upgrades just mean so much in Mutalisk versus Mutalisk battles. I think the most out of any matchup in this game, I think. Sorry, this game is very long, and I'm not used to these long games. I'm just getting back to casting, so I do apologize if I have moments of silence. So I'm going to be moving out, doing a double prong attack, not knowing that his army is basically stationed here, so I'm going to be throwing all my wings away, which is bad. It's bad. I do react in time. Well, I guess not that much faster. He does go for a counterattack, or I don't know what the hell he's doing. So I'm going to be going for the attack here and basically just maul his third base again, and he's forced to switch back. So I guess, what do you call it? Army positioning is favoring me greatly, and let's look at my Mutalisks. It's going to be 1-0 versus a 0-0 army, but he has so many more Mutalisks. Holy shit! He has 7 Mutalisks up. 7 Mutalisks up. I guess that makes sense. Anyway, so he has more Mutalisks than me, and yeah, I'm forced to back out again. So I don't know how the fuck he's getting out all these units with just, I don't know, he's out-macroing me so much, and without, I guess, he's trading drones for Mutalisk? I don't know. It's just I'm just scared at this point. And does he? Let's look at his upgrades. So he doesn't have any upgrades on his Mutalisks. Let's look at army size. So he has way more army size. But he, again, just you don't do this. This is bad. Like, you don't throw away such an advantage into a complete loss. He can't do anything right here. All his lings are stuck. He can only get so much surface area. And yeah, he doesn't have any upgrades. And I maul him. I maul him in the face. And right here is going to be GG. He can't do anything. He lost so much stuff. He can't. You can't. I mean, I would have GG'd out right there, right then. You can't do anything. You can't do it. The game is basically over. We can review that battle again, I guess. I mean, it's just like, you can see how volatile ZvZ is if you do not know when to back out. You need to back out at the appropriate time, you need to. This is something you need to do. And right now, I think I caught wind of this. Is it caught wind? I caught wind of this base relatively early. I didn't really do an attack, although I do go for an attack right here. And he's just he can't recover from this. I already said that like 5 times, but I wanna emphasize as much as I can. He does go for a last ditch effort. Oh, he doesn't GG right here. Okay, so he's like, ah, shit. I'm gonna be able to. I'm gonna do fine. I never understood players that was like, I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna do some like really cheesy, you know, strategy and turtle up, and you know, I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay, which is completely false, considering how many mulas that I have. I have 36 mulas. I just, at that point, spore crawlers, it doesn't matter anymore. It does not matter. I mean, I can 1-2 shot these spore crawlers. This doesn't do anything. So he does quit out right here without GGing, and you know, that's cool. It's cool. I mean, if I get frustrated, you know, I don't GG 100% of the times. I can't really blame him. Yeah. So that was a very tense game, and all my fucking retarded mutants. Overlords. This is something I need to work on as Zerg. Immediately when I press B 1,000 times, I need to like have them rally to here or like here. I can't let this happen. Too many times this happens, and I lose the battle, and I like retreat, and he's chasing me. He's like, oh, look at all these delicious overlords I can kill in the meantime. You know, it's just, yeah. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy that. Wait. We can check out that battle again in like normal speed. I want to see exactly just how wrong, like what went wrong. It's just bleh. That was terrible bad. That was so bad. Okay, wait. Pause. Okay, this is perfect. It's perfect. That was very good. Okay, so right here, let's look at our unit count. So I have pretty much a advantage here because I have a spore here, and pretty much a upgrade advantage. So yeah, I can't really do anything. I'm surprised. Like, what do I have here? Like, how did one spine crawler just deal with all these lings? I'm a little confused here. I mean, I do have good positioning, meaning, you know, all this Zerglings can engage here, but it's just, I don't know, it's just kind of ridiculous how one-sided this battle was. It's kind of sad. Anyway, yeah, that was good. He can't really do anything with his lings because he's kind of he's forced to like manually attack my drones because there's spores here and Zerglings are retarded. Yeah, that was a good game. So see you guys later.